Welcome back to Quaran-Tinder. I am your host tonight, as always, Wink Massengale, and I'm bringing you back to love and the time of the pandemic. Dougie, I know you went fishing last week. Tell me a little bit about that. How did you catch any fish, or did you catch any women?
Nope.
Good addition. I am as excited as a turtle bug without a turtle back. And I want to tell you, I have been something extra this week. Woo! Everything's kind of reopening, and so is my love juice. Now, if I can get back to tonight, though, Dougie, we've got two bachelors coming in, or our bachelor and a bachelorette, coming in. And I know you're excited, because I'm excited, too, to find out whether we can find love in the time of the pandemic. I'm excited. Hey, Dougie, I know we'll get a halftime to those people that won last week, but right now, why don't you do that thing you do best, where you really give the energy and introduce our first bachelorette?
All right. Our first contestant on Quaran-Tinder. She comes all the way from the California Valley. Give it up for Miss Venice Holiday Inn.
Hi, I am Venice Holiday Inn. My daddy owns like all of the Holiday Inns, but not the Holiday Inn Expresses, because those are for poor people.
Yes, they are. I remember one time when Dougie and I were in New Mexico, we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express on top of each other. Isn't that right, Dougie?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Venice, tell us a little bit about yourself. How has it been in this terrible 2020 pandemic? Are you staying alive, staying sexual? Why don't you open up and talk to us, Venice?
Actually, I mean, I have like been staying alive. My life really hasn't changed that much. Because I mean, I have like a bar and like a bowling alley and like a pool at my house. So like I'm already kind of like doing those things.
Yes, that makes sense. And did you receive a stimulus check?
Yes, but I already spent it.
I'll tell you, Dougie and I are the same way. We just like to take things and just move on with it. Venice, you seem like a girl that I'd really like to get to know.
Actually, you may know me already. There is a little like dirty video of me that got released a while ago called One Night in Venice. I kind of like bear it all. You might have heard of it. It's like my colonoscopy video.
I have seen it twice. Dougie and I had a night where we ended up eating goobers together and really drooling about it. Dougie, you remember that night?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Hey, Venice, what kind of man are you normally into?
I want a man that is tall, dark, handsome, rich, smart, funny, has a lot of money.
Well, I have about 2 of those qualifications, so maybe I could slip in the back door. Venice, are you ready to get down to the hottest videos you've ever seen and get that very up-to-date and hip girl of yours, or time to pick and choose a lover during the time of quarantine?
Oh my God, like, yes, I really just want to find somebody that I can split the Holiday Inn fortune with, and I am looking for a man.
Well, Dougie and I are both men, but right now it's time for you to get to see all the men coming in from the pandemic that want a Holiday Inn your Express.
That's for poor people.
Okay, Dougie, hit that poor boy video and let's get it on.
All right. Are you looking for love in all the wrong quarantine zones? Well, not anymore, you're not. My name's Devin Rothschild. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. Well, as you can see, I'm very fashionable. I got the Fu Manchu. I always wear my cowboy boots, and I never go outside without my white jeans on. Now, once I heard somebody say, "Oh man, I just ran into my ex-boyfriend in the drugstore and he was wearing white jeans," totally non-ironically, I just dodged a major bullet. Well, let me tell you, if you dodge me in my white jeans, the only bullet you're dodging is the love bullet, baby. Oh, and I also like to drink wine, or really any kind of alcohol, anything, lots of it. So what do? Well, funny you should ask. I'm an air lead singer of a band. We're called Air Supply of Death. We got an air lead guitarist, an air rhythm guitarist, an air bassist, and an air drummer, sometimes an air keyboardist. I'm the air lead singer, like I said. And we make all original music too. We actually rewrite our own air music. On real chords, real harmonies and everything, but it's all air. And I'm the singer. So here's what I do. That takes some serious talent. Okay? So if you think I'm the one you want to spend your quarantine with, come on over and I'll do an air serenade and we'll have a good old time. My name is Devin Rothschild and you're no longer looking for love in all the wrong quarantine zones.
Ho! Ho! Holy white jeans and white boys. I believe I saw this guy's brother last week or something, or this guy's coming back at us again with more air stuff. Venice, how did that man make you feel downstairs?
Well, it's a good thing I'm not wearing white jeans right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. It's pretty cool that he's in like an air band. I've only really dated people in like rock bands or like rap groups or like a couple country singers, but never an air band. So like that's pretty hot. I've been called like an airhead before, so I think we could really connect on it. But I mean, I don't really wear white after Labor Day.
I'll be honest with you, with the way you've been talking about your men and your exploits, I don't think you should ever wear white. Hey, I do believe we saw sort of another version of this man last week's show. He was really down with the fake singing and the strange hair and the Matthew McConaughey lines. Did that do anything for you?
Yeah, if there's two of them, we can always, there's always 2 plane tickets to Venice. That's all I'm saying.
Woo! You heard it first here on Quaran-Tinder. Venice likes you to ride down her canal. Hey, Venice, I noticed that you're sucking on that lollipop kind of suggestively. Is that on purpose?
I just want people to know that I don't have a sugar problem.
Oh, well, this is going to be a campaign for diabetes if I've ever seen one. I'm glad that the news station this week decided to promote this show and you brought this character on.
Yes. And on the topic of diabetes, I mean, I love to touch tiny pricks, so.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Dougie, I know that you've got diabetes and a very small penis. Any thoughts about her on this lollipop?
Nope.
Good idea. We're in a time of Me Too, and that could be bad timing for you. So, Dougie, without any further ado, I'm going to have to ask her this question. Do you feel a swipe right, a swipe left, or do you want a white jeans right down the middle?
Ooh, I mean, I do like drinking and air stuff, but I'm still a little lukewarm on the jeans, so I'm going to go down the middle. I'm going to have to see who else is out there.
Good pick, because if you didn't, we wouldn't have a GD show. Dougie, please get to the next video before she sucks the red off of that damn lollipop.
Hi, I'm Dylan, and this is my dog, Fantasia Remington III. We're looking for someone to spend long, crazy, fantasy-filled nights with us. Just be forewarned that this part of the bed is reserved for Fantasia Remington III and I, and whoever joins us has to sleep at the foot of the bed. So just wanted you to know that if you're looking for a long-time companionship, that myself and Fantasia Remington III are in the market. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
He really was full of energy, wasn't he, Venice? With the way he spoke and his cadence, he really made a room come alive. Your thoughts?
Well, right off the bat, I have my dog here, Snuggles McGee, and I think Fantasia and Snuggles would get along really well. I mean, he is kind of lacking energy, but that'll probably make me look hotter. So, I mean, like, I'm not opposed to it. And I'm not into feet, but I mean, if we're sleeping on a Holiday Inn bed, I'm sure there's enough room for me at the bottom.
Well, that is good news because he was going to have you sit at the foot of the bed, which that's got to be awkward for you. But Fantasia Remington seems like quite a lover himself. What do we think?
Actually, that's what caught my eye is Fantasia. I mean, does Fantasia have a Quaran-Tinder submission?
Dougie, if you could get us better guests, I would love you for that. Now, Venice, what are we thinking? Are we thinking a swipe right, a swipe left? Or are you going to stay at the foot of the bed for somebody else?
I don't know. I don't think I can sleep next to stinky feet, so we'll see. I'll just hold off for now. Let's see the next one.
That's a good choice because we don't want you staying at any Holiday Inn Expresses because you are a rich, spoiled woman.
I'm rich.
Hey, that's better than not being rich. Dougie, go ahead and reach down into those loins, smack it around for a minute, and give us that next video.
Hello? Is anyone there? What is this? What is...
Hello, Darren. I want to play a game. You always claim you are unlucky in love, but I wonder how true that really is. Get a match on Quaran-Tinder, and you'll live. If not, this room becomes your tomb. Love or die, make your choice.
My name's Darren. I'm outdoorsy. I'm a dog person. I like stand up paddleboarding. I like going to museums.
Was he all right? I'm a little worried about the man right there, but hey, it kind of looked a little bit like a 9 Inch Nails video. Venice, what did you think? What did you saw in that one?
Oh my God. That was like so hot. I mean, that was like so warm. We need a wet floor sign over here.
Oh,
I think he's just so scared and dangerous, like a little inferior Holiday Inn Express on Military Highway.
you're all the way from California and you know about Military Highway, is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
That makes sense to me. Now, he seems scared and quite possibly maybe losing a limb. Is that any kind of a weird fetish for a rich girl like yourself?
It really just depends on the limb that is lost. I can work with a couple of things.
Okay, go ahead, please explain.
I mean, if he loses an arm, I can work with that. If he loses a leg, done deal.
You are anti-legless people, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, there goes our first sponsor we had this week because I'm sure they probably have somebody in their heart without a leg. Now, Venice, what were you feeling?
Well, now, okay, I was feeling a little hot and bothered. I will be honest. I don't know if it was like the fear just kind of invoking something in me, or I don't know. But I mean, if he doesn't die, I could work with that.
It seems like you could work with anything except for a legless person.
That's unfortunately true.
So you're shallow at heart and on about people's limbs. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and if you go to a Holiday Inn, we only have stairs. There are no elevators. There are no ramps.
So you'd have to have a little hop along Cassidy if you went around with him on that. Well, I can tell you, he was scary. But what were you thinking there? Left? Right? Or do you want to see that final video?
I'm pretty hung up on him, but I don't know. I think I need to see the final video. I need to know all my options. I need to know who can really sit at the throne next to me in a Holiday Inn.
Good for you, girl, because I promise you, if you had a little bit of a wet floor kind of sign there for that one, you're going to have probably a whole ocean floor right now after this next video you're about to see. Dougie, hit it. Hey, how are you today? My name is Jay Soulpatch. That's right, Jay Soulpatch. And I'm coming to you on Quaran-Tinder just to let y'all know that I am a financial advisor, meaning that I can take your money, make some financial advising out of it. After that, we can sit around and talk about my soul patch. That's right, soul patch. The thing that people don't realize is that my soul patch is a little bit about who I am. If I go to kiss you, I'm going to take this soul patch and I'm just going to rub it ever so gently on your lip. It's going to make you feel all the masculinity you're looking for in a beard, but it's not. It's just a soul patch. If soul patches turn you on and a little bit of money, please swipe right on here, and I'll promise you, if you swipe right on this, I will certainly soul patch into your heart. Hey, make sure that you check out for all the advantages you can get during this tax season. Soul patch. Clean up and aisle my pants. Venice. I know that had to get you moving, because that man right there made me want to go back out in the wilderness again and sacrifice a bear.
I'll be honest, he looks like somebody I know, and I kind of tuned out a little bit. But then when I heard with a little bit of money, I was drawn right back in.
So it was more about the superficial part, not the soul patch that turned you on, because I have a little bit of a soul patch mustache, and I would love to match these two things together.
You could argue the soul patch is the superficial part, I think. I mean, he was talking about like rubbing it against my face, and my face is a lot of what gets me places.
I see. So what you're saying is you think your face has made you?
Yes.
And
it will break me just as easily if somebody is rubbing their soul patch and then I get like a zit or something.
Yeah.
I would literally die.
So
like
you
that.
right now, you're telling us that two things that really, really mean a lot to you in life are getting zits in your face from soul patches and legless, limbless people.
One of those is more true than the other, but yes.
Well, Venice, it has been a pleasure. I'm going to need you to go back in that waiting room. Pick out two people that you want to Quaran-Tinder with. And remember to pick two, because you wouldn't want to leave one without a leg.
Okay.
Dougie, I think you know what time it is. It's time for that sponsorship, because we won't have sponsors next week after this woman has destroyed on people's rights. And that's something we don't believe in at Quaran-Tinder, by the way. Remember, she's just a Holiday Inn Express girl. Dougie, tell me about that lovely sponsorship that I'm sure we've gotten. And I want to hear about the contestants that won last week on Quaran-Tinder. It makes me want to rub wax in my ear and then pull it out with a Q-tip.
Hey gang, this is Dougie telling you to keep glued to your computer screen. We have more Quaran-Tinder coming right up. Today's episode of Quaran-Tinder is brought to you by Captain Winston Starbanger's Mustard Flavored Condom Emporium and Discount Tires. And by...
And I lost it. And they don't tell you it's like how cleansing it can be. Like, it feels better. And I can beat your ass. No, you can't do this to me. Kill people and still do it while looking cool would be the manliest thing I can think of.
If you want to be a sponsor of Quaran-Tinder, please write me, Dougie, at pusherscomedy@gmail.com. All right, hold on to your chia pets, because it's time to find out who are the winners from last week's Quaran-Tinder. First up, we have Florence. The Quaran-Tinder community voted, and Florence will be quarantined with CJ Prettyman. Congratulations to both. Next, we had Bernie Sanders. The votes are in, and Bernie will be Quaran-Tindered with Jan. Congratulations to all our happy Quaran-Tindered couples. Now, let's get back to more show, but first, another word from our sponsors.
Welcome back to Quaran-Tinder. I couldn't help but notice that somebody seems to be having some fun with a man named Brad McMurrin. I can promise you I have seen many of actors, many of comedians, and I've never seen anyone better than him. He would never kill a man. I did love the pictures of God's Country Portsmouth, and more importantly, I would tune into that show on Netflix. And we got a sponsor again. Dougie, you've got to be jumping up and down with joy. Explain your emotions in 6 paragraphs or less.
I'm happy.
Thanks, Dougie. Well, I also would love to congratulate the winners of last week's Quaran-Tinder. My gosh, I would love to get Dougie together, get on some sort of camel, ride out to New Mexico and watch their videos when they copulate. Dougie, wouldn't that be fun to be on a camelback while we copulated?
Yep.
Ha! Call me later, big boy. We're going to have a good time. But before we do that, we got to get back to why we're here, why we're getting all the news publicity. Dougie, hit us up with that bachelor.
All right, Wink. Our next contestant, he's a member of the Dark Angel Motorcycle Club from parts unknown. Give it up for Ice Pick.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Welcome, Ice Pick. What a name. And what a body. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Ice Pick.
I'm a member of the Dark Angel Motorcycle Club. We named it before we knew that it was a Jessica Alba early 2000s TV show, but after watching the show, we figured we'd just keep the name. And I'm looking for love, you know.
Everything you're saying makes sense, and I'd love to hear more about that love because you seem passionate and like a kind of man that would be on a romance novel.
Well, I'm recently single because my longtime girlfriend Skidmark went to prison. She set fire to some jet skis, so now I'm looking for someone to spend some time with.
I'm sorry, did you say your ex-girlfriend Skidmark?
Yeah, she's a wonderful woman, sturdy, strong woman.
So together, if y'all were putting your name into a tree, it would have been Ice Pick Loves Skidmark.
Yeah, and ironically, I probably would have used the Ice Pick to put that in there.
Well, Dougie, you know how to pick them because this guy seems like a winner. What kind of women are you normally into? And sorry about your breakup with Skidmarks.
No, man, it's all right. I'm healing, doing my thing, reading some Maya Angelou. But no, man, I'm into like anything, man. I like to move fast. I like to do me and, just live life to its fullest. So I'm just always looking to, for anything really.
Yeah. And what kind of, I know it's been lonely during this pandemic, but what kind of woman are you searching for to be cool?
Oh, man. Man, someone that maybe doesn't do background checks. And it's maybe a little loose with how I make money. Is okay with that,
Absolutely. Dougie, if I may say, his ex-wife had the same problem. He was always losing money because he's a big drinker. Dougie, talk about it.
I like apple teenies.
Ice Pick, are you excited? Are you ready?
I'm revved up.
Quaran-Tinder.
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah, Ice Pick. Now, I forgot to ask you, where are you from?
I'd rather not say. I'm currently off the grid. Government asks too many questions.
Just try to sneak it in there, Ice Pick. I can see you're a guy of integrity, and more importantly, I'd love to get that Ice Pick wet of yours. Dougie, let's find an ice pick for this man to be able to put his ice pick in.
Hi, my name's Teresa. I'm from New York City. A little bit about me. I used to be on The Real Housewives of New York City. All right, I didn't make the producer cut, but I was really close. So listen, I was in the family business for a really long time, and my husband and I split because things went a little bad, and Sal had to go away for a little bit. So I'm looking for a new place to hide out. I mean, hang out. I'm looking for somebody really young and rich. Okay, you don't have to be young. But what I like to do, I'm a very adventurous person. I love to explore. For example, new restaurants, a new boat, a new car, a new house. I could decorate like you have never seen. So here's the thing. Call me, okay? We'll get together. I bring to you security. No, seriously. Antonio has been with me a really long time. He'll keep you very safe. So swipe right.
Yo, yo, yo! New
Man.
York is in the house. How did you feel about that one?
Man, well, obviously she's used to the lifestyle that I'm into. I wouldn't call myself rich, but I do all right. And about new restaurants, I mean, they just opened up a new Chili's by the airport, and I've been really looking forward to checking that out once social distancing protocols are gone. But yeah, she seems pretty cool.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. I'd love to do that. I'd love to be able to go and check out those things with you sometime, Ice Pick. Now, a few questions I'd like to have a little follow-up on, if you wouldn't mind, Ice Pick.
Yeah.
She has another man there named Antonio. Does that turn you off on, or what was going on with that?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna judge, man. Her significant other's in the clink. Mine is too. I mean, c'est la vie, right?
Yeah, I love Mexican language.
Oh, it's a beautiful language, right? It's a romance language.
It is that, and I love that Hooters glass you got there. So this woman was.
Oh, I stole this from the Hooters up there by the flea market.
That's right. I've been there many a times with Dougie. Dougie, you remember that time you got a chicken wing caught in your throat?
Yep.
Now, Ice Pick. Few things I'd like to say is, hey, did you hear me doing my New York accent? Because I had somebody tell me that I wasn't a great voice actor, and I took offense to it. Do you find that I have a good accent?
I mean, what do I know from voices? But I would believe it.
Hey, Ice Pick, you and I are going to get together one day, and we're going to hooter it up.
Hey, man, I got a sidecar whenever you're ready.
Bam! Bam! I will be like your short round to your Indiana Jones.
Oh, I love it.
Swipe right, swipe left, or do you want to see that next hot Quaran-Tinder contestant?
I mean, I'm kind of digging her, but look, man, you don't just grab your plate at the buffet. You got to scope everything out before you decide that. So let's just see what all my options are.
I like the way this man's talking, and as I always say, Dougie, one buffet is worth a coral reef. Dougie, hit that next one, would you?
I'm Mariella, and I'm just a normal girl doing normal things. I've spent a lot of time with myself, but I also have a lot of spirit guides who visit me, and so, it's not like I'm alone. Some people, did you hear that? I think it was a ghost. Oh my God. Anyway, I was thinking I'll just pull a card, and then if it resonates with you, you'll know that you're the one for me, and then you can swipe left and we can be together as spirits and humans. So this is the waxing crescent. Oh, it says awareness. Waxing crescent. Prefer waxing croissant. Do you like baked goods? Me too. That's not even in here. So maybe that means our love is going to be out of the box love, unwritten love, new territories that we will explore together. We'll be writing our future. God, this is so deep. Do you feel it? Awareness. I found it. Learn from your past and have faith that you can move forward with wisdom and understanding. That's so fucking deep. I love it deep.
Holy crescent croissant, she likes it deep. Your thoughts, Ice Pick?
Damn, first of all, was she doing a tarot card reading with coasters? Because that's what it looked like, which is cool as hell, man. You got to use what you got, right? But, yeah,
They look like coasters. You're right.
Yeah, man. I was like, shit, we got coasters at the bar here. She can come do a reading.
It's like you could put your drink down on it and then get a reading? Is that something that moves Ice Pick's veins?
I mean, I've never really been into the occult stuff, like it just, but I'm open to kind of trying stuff. I will say, those like ghost children sounds I was hearing were kind of scary. Because, like I'm okay with ghosts, but when you get into like crying Victorian children, like that just freaks me the hell out.
I'm the same way. I can't watch The Shining. One time I watched it with Dougie, and I'm not kidding. We both shat our pants, didn't we, Dougie?
We made poopies.
Yeah, those two little girls in that movie are freaky, So, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little weary, but, I'm into trying new things. You know what I mean?
Well, she said she likes it deep. Did that do anything for you there? I know we're trying to be as less sexual as we can, but she took it there.
I mean, I got a pulse, right?
Hey, Mr. Poopy Dougie, I think we got to have that question back to here, to Ice Pick. Are we feeling a swipe right, swipe left, or do we want to see that next video?
No, I mean, look, there's two reasons why I don't vote. One, I'm a felon. Two, I can never really make up my mind. So I think I still want to see all my choices.
Okay, Ice Pick, that's a good choice by you. And you keep chugging up that Hooters drink.
Hell yeah.
He wants to see the next video, and I don't blame him on that one. So let's give him the next one now.
Greetings. My name is Sylvia Batstone, and I'm looking for someone with whom I can spend an eternity with. In hell.
As you may have guessed, my interests include Halloween, the macabre, and cocaine. My favorite horror film is Night of the Living Dead because, spoiler alert, the hero dies in the end.
My coffin or yours?
My crystal collection is vast and useless. My music collection is pretentious and grating on the ears.
I will ghost you at a party so that I can hang out with this guy who's in a band and has longer hair than you.
My expectations for a partner are as high as my platform boots, and my emotional availability is as non-existent as God.
I've got a few issues, but maybe with the right partner, my dark, troubled soul will be healed. Swipe right and find out if I bite.
Holy juggalo! I think I've dated that girl before. She seemed pretentious, strange, and gothy. Your thoughts, Ice Pick?
I think I might be in love. I never believed in love at first sight, but god damn, man.
For real?
She said she's into cocaine. I know a guy. That guy is me.
I know Dougie. Dougie and I used to do cocaine down in the Cabana Islands, didn't we, Dougie?
Yep.
There it is. So you're a big cocaine user. What did you think about when she had the
I didn't say user.
My bad.
I'm a businessman.
My bad, Ice Pick. A few more things I need to know, though. She said that she had another man there, and he had long hair, and he was going to be in a band. Did that make you jealous at all?
Nah, man. I think I can kick that guy's ass.
That's very, very impressive. I appreciate that. That shows the alpha in you, Ice Pick.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Now, did it bother you about her pretentious music tastes?
I mean, I kind of liked it. You got to have loud music if you're going to play it on the bike anyway. Man, you can't hear nothing if you're cruising along.
Ice Pick, you are a modern-day philosopher.
Well, I like to think that, I am a Rolling Stone,
Yeah, well, you gather no moss. What are we thinking here? Swipe right? Swipe left? Or do we want to see the
man, we might have to come back to that one, but I do want to see what's going on. I got to scope everything out.
Absolutely. Got to keep that Ice Pick open.
Well, one time I rushed into things. Turns out she was a cop, and so I got to make sure, I got to see everything.
Absolutely. Dougie, hit that next one for our Ice Pick man.
Hey, Quaran-Tinder. My name is Janine, and I guess if you want to maybe spend the end of the world together, hit me up. Or maybe it's not the end of the world. You can't believe anything anymore. I have bunny grams. That's all I believe in anymore. They're like Teddy Grahams. I I don't know why she made them bunnies instead. But they're really good. There's 3 flavors. One's chocolate chip and one's honey and one's just regular chocolate. I would share them with you if you wanted to just keep me company or, I don't know, rub my feet. They hurt. Okay.
What in the F was that, Dougie? I'm not
Was
trying
she
to
a
be rude
robot?
here.
Was she a robot?
I think she may have been the Tin Man. Where the hell was the cowardly lion? I mean, what the hell was that? Ice Pick, I'm gonna have to break something here. I know this woman in real life, and she is awful. It's a good thing she covered her face. Your thoughts?
Well, first I was intrigued because I thought it was like one of them like sex robot things that like the Japanese are making. But I mean, let me tell you something. There was one time outside of the club, I saw a baby bird had fallen from its nest and was on the ground, and the mother was nowhere to be seen. And I took that baby bird and nursed it back up to health, and eventually it was able to fly out there. And that was the vibe I got with her, was like she just needs someone to take care of her. And I mean, damn it, I ain't made of stone, man. She may be made of metal, but I ain't made of stone.
Yeah. That's a beautiful story, Ice Pick. And that was a beautiful story from a beautiful man, but that woman is a dark-souled devil.
I don't know, man. She really reminded me of Rose Pierre. That was the name of the bird.
You named the bird after a French dignitary.
Yeah. I mean, I was going through a real, revolutionary time in my mind, my life right then, so it just seemed appropriate.
Ice Pick, you are full of surprises, and I promise you, I don't mean to get in your world with this, but I wouldn't pick that woman. She is covering her face for a reason.
I mean, mysteries are mysteries, man.
Ice Pick, I want you to narrow it down to 2. And we're going to be coming
that is really tough.
We're going to have a good time right now, Ice Pick, but we're going to go ahead and break for a little bit of a word from our sponsors. Dougie, hit those sponsors and bring our bachelor and bachelorette back into the world of Quaran-Tinder. Welcome back to Quaran-Tinder. That's right, Quaran-Tinder, where the sponsors are aplenty, and I've just lost my mustache. Dougie, why don't you go ahead and announce those 2 bachelor and bachelorettes again so we can get to who's going to get Tindered in the quarantine.
All right, please welcome back to Quaran-Tinder, Ice Pick and Venice Holiday Inn.
Welcome back, both of y'all, and please meet each other. Tell us.
Hi.
Now, Venice, I know you had that video out there that was called Venice with the 2 holes, but what were you thinking about these 2 people you need to pick?
I was thinking long and hard about it. Actually, long and relaxing, like your stay at a Holiday Inn. But I think I know who I want to be with.
Lay it on me.
Okay. I know it's a little kinky or whatever. But I want Darren to lock me up in his basement. With him.
After all this time talking about people without limbs, you have gone and picked the surprise of the century, and you have limbed it up with Darren in the closet. What would be a sexual fantasy if you were in that closet quarantined with a man without a limb?
Oh, if I was in a closet with a man without a limb, I'd ask him to take his nubs and rub them all over my naughty parts. That's it.
Dougie, I'm sorry. Venice, do you have another pick?
If I had to pick a second one, I would probably pick the guy with the dog Fantasia, because I think our dogs would get along, and I don't know, that neck pillow looked pretty fucking comfy.
Thank goodness you joined our show tonight.
And total, they have 8 limbs, so I know I'm okay.
I tell you right now, if you have not seen it right now, go out and rent the video Venus with 2 buttholes. It's a great classic out there. Now, good luck on Quaran-Tinder, and it was a pleasure having you on here, Venus. Stay tuned while we still pick out the last bachelor here. Ice Pick, are you there, my buddy?
Yeah, man. Never left.
Yeah. I lost my mustache, but I have not lost my desire to find out who are you wanting to pick.
Oh, man. It was a tough decision, man. I mean, if I could do it, I'd say yes to all of them, including that Dougie guy. But, like, you know, I thought about it long and hard, and I think choice number 1 is, I think her name's Sylvia. She's like the goth chick.
Oh!
She's got an aesthetic that I feel like we kind of vibe together.
Well, if she said yes to you and you both swipe right and the crowd picked that for you, tell us what a fantasy would be like for the 2 of y'all.
Oh, man. Well, she says she likes cocaine. So, I mean, it's going to probably involve some of that. And, you know, after that happens, the day just goes on fast forward. So I imagine we'd be cruising down the highway on my Sportster 220, you know, and just see where the night takes us, right? You know, shit, we might rob a place. Who the hell knows, man?
That's a good old-fashioned love story if I've ever heard one.
That's not a metaphor.
Okay. Ice Pick, you criminal. Please tell us who we're thinking about picking for number 2 on Quaran-Tinder.
You know, I really, I think the one that spoke to me the most was the Real Housewife of New York, because I knew a lot of those guys when I was in the can, and like they're, you know, stand-up guys, and their women are usually good people. So, you know, I like to think that Skidmark, wherever she is, she's finding somebody. So, you know, why not?
Well, I know you're still broken up by Skidmark, but that's a heck of a pick, and I hope you don't get whacked unless it's in the good way, if you know what I mean. Winked at you right there, because I'm.
Hey, that's like your name. Now who's a philosopher?
Now, Ice Pick, have you ever seen a Venus's video, Venus with 2 buttholes and an orangutan?
Yeah, hell yeah. We were bootlegging that for a while at the club. That's how we were making some money for a while. Was bootlegging that back in the days of DVDs.
It's so funny you said bootlegged, because she can't stand people without legs.
Oh man.
Sick. Have you ever taken a trip to Venice before?
Like the one here or the one like across the pond?
The one in my pants.
Oh!
Can I change my pick?
Sponsors. Hey, a pleasure having both of the 2 of you on here. And seriously, thank you for making it where we'll never, ever get money again here.
Hey, happy to be of service. All right, I got some shit to get done.
On behalf of Dougie, I know Wink here is telling y'all to be safe, wash those hands, find love during the Quaran-Tinder, and more importantly, stay away from people like these. Apparently this man's going over to Bob's gun shop. Bob. Okay. Dougie.
Happiest gun shop in Norfolk.
Take us away, Dougie. And we'll find out next week who will be matched on Quaran-Tinder. Please stop that. Please. You've ruined the show. And I lost it. And they don't tell you it's like how cleansing it can be. Like it feels better. And I can beat your ass. No, you can't do this to me. Kill people and still do it while looking cool would be the manliest thing I can think of.
Hey gang, this is Dougie. On behalf of myself and Wink Massengill, thank you for watching Quaran-Tinder. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And remember, if you can't be with the one you love, be with the one you're quarantindered with.